Hello and welcome to another episode of O Faces. I'm your host, Mrs. Mocha, and we're back on the Dirty Girls Corner with
Carrie
and Megan.
Hey guys.
We got the three back together again.
Carrie's alive.
The three sluts.
The three slut sisters.
Our
trio.
Oh,
three
God.
slut migos.
Mm-hmm.
We're not together today yet. Well, that was a good sound. Yeah. Mr. Mocha's messing with us. Yep, you forgot to turn the porno on.
Oh, we need some porno.
I feel like I haven't done this in forever.
Well, you know, you had strep dick last week, so...
we talked about that.
Yeah.
We were glad that you kept your strep dick at home.
I was in bed asleep. I'm sorry that I missed it. Yeah. So, did you talk about, like, after a weekend of sucking dick, you're not really sure if the sore throat is just, you know, a byproduct of...
Your tonsils being jabbed?
Yes.
Yeah, or if you really have strep throat.
Yeah, so it took me a couple of days to recognize it was indeed strep throat. Yeah.
Yeah, we need you to tell us about, since you've been out for the past 2 or 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone's dying to know, what has Carrie Corrupted been up to?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Besides having strep, though.
Well, let's see.
Well, you went to the hotel party.
I went to a hotel party. I'm echoey. Sorry. Let me get close.
I don't know why.
You're not to us.
Yeah, we can't hear the echo.
Well, you know, I'm vain and I'm echoey to myself. So, anyway.
I'm vain.
Yeah, so Steve and I went to a hotel party that was hosted by someone that we hadn't met before. It was kind of a new venue and a new crowd, and that was really fun. We had a really great time. It was like a partial hotel takeover, kind of interracial, a lot of single gentlemen. You know, that's my jam. So we had a great time. It was really fun, and that was a couple of weekends ago. We had a really good time. It was super chilly out, and the venue was a little... I'd never been to a hotel takeover where it was kind of like separate buildings.
Oh, did you have to go out to get to the... Oh, yeah, that would have been...
And it was so cold.
Yeah, and you're like half naked and stuff.
Yeah, so I tried to dress semi-appropriately because it wasn't a complete takeover, and I didn't want to be, you know, obscene and vulgar in front of vanilla people. So.
That's so hard to
Because
try.
you've never cared about that before?
I have a mode of decorum about me. Just a smidge.
Depends.
As I recall, you go to the door half naked half the time when delivery guys show up.
Well, she doesn't ever know if that's going to be a sexy delivery man. She has to be prepared. She wants it to be organic, so she always has to be ready for the sexy delivery man.
So you can like bend over and stick your ass out.
I have tried to seduce the pizza delivery guy. I have.
Remember the pizza delivery guy that came here that night? And Mr. Mocha was trying to pass us out because we were all naked.
Oh, that would be so fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Somebody came and he's like, "Yeah, we got all these naked chicks in here. Would you like to help us out?" And the guy like was so scared. He left so quick.
Oh man, he wasn't ready for your house.
That was a slut challenge for that Steve gave me a couple of years ago. So I got the pizza in like a sheer top. And when the guy came back a couple of weeks later, he was like, "Oh, I remember this house."
I bet you did.
There's only one time I had like some vitamins or something delivered to my house, and the guy was actually pretty good looking, and he stopped in the driveway and was like talking to me about, "Oh, do you like these vitamins?" And he was like, "On the side, I do some personal training if you ever want me to, work you out," kind of thing. And I was like, is this dude hitting on me or is he delivering stuff? And it was kind of more towards the beginning of the lifestyle. Now I'd be like, oh, what kind of workout you gonna give me, baby? Let's go.
Oh my God, you're so different than me. I would have been like, are you saying I'm fat?
Oh, no. I totally took it as, I think this dude's hitting on me and just
Yeah,
trying to
that's
find
how
a
I
reason to talk to me.
That's how I would
Okay.
have taken it.
Because he was
Yeah.
like, have you tried these vitamins yet before? How are you liking them?
Oh, maybe not, because you were
was
talking
just
about like
chatting.
supplement
Yeah, he was just
vitamins.
chatting with me.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. But if some like
So
rando
then-
delivery guy was like, I'm a personal trainer, you want me to like, I'd be like, are you saying I'm a fat dude?
No. I think he was just trying to talk to me, but I was like, I wasn't very good at reading it at that point.
Literally the life of living with a personal trainer, though.
Yeah.
That's all, like, my head automatically goes there. Like,
Like,
okay.
why? You don't think I look good?
Yeah, what's
What?
wrong with me?
What do I need to work?
It's super fucking offensive, sir. Thanks for the vitamins.
You're like, oh, now you want to get me naked? Are you sure you don't want to make me do some crunches
You
first?
ruined my entire day, sir. Thank you.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Oh my God.
wait, but you have to tell him what happened at the
Yeah, so
at
at,
the
Sorry.
takeover.
at that
Sidetrack.
hotel party, no worries. We haven't seen each other in a while. We've
This
got
was very exciting
we
when
need
she
to
told
chat.
us this.
Yeah, so at the hotel party, there was like a main room, hotel room, where everyone was kind of mingling around the food and just getting to know each other at the beginning of the evening. And like I said, this was an event that we'd never been to before, so we didn't know a lot of the people, which was exciting because we got to meet new couples and
some
new
new
single
people.
gentlemen. Yeah, that's always fun. So Steve and I were just kind of, moving around the room and introducing ourselves. It was kind of crowded, which I actually like when it's kind of crowded and you have to kind of, I was thinking it was kind of similar to the old hotel parties.
Yeah.
Truman's.
Yeah.
Where when you got off on that floor, it was just like people.
Holy shit. Yeah.
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
there's a lot of people here, but this is fucking cool. This is cool. So, and you just kind of like worked your way around the room.
As you kinda
Pre-pandemic
touch
parties.
people, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
excuse
yes,
me. Oh,
exactly.
sorry. Let me push my breasts up against your back.
It's like you can't move so quickly through the crowd that you bypass people. You really have to kind of be like, oh, hi, how are you? How are you? Okay, I'm just waiting for this person to move, so I'll talk to you for a little bit, and then...
And then it's not awkward feeling
Yeah.
because you're just kind of chatting with them as you passed by.
Yeah, so it was really cool, and it was a lot of people from out of town, and I met a fan, you guys.
Oh my God, Becky.
From Marianne from Montana. Montana, here in Atlanta. Damn.
Do you hear us talking about you, Marianne from
Oh
Montana?
my God. I hope it's okay to say her name since we just said that.
Well,
I'm sure there's some other Mariannes
Yeah.
in
That's true.
Montana.
Yeah.
We're not saying like Marianne
Yeah.
Hosier
I
or
didn't say
something.
Marianne from Gilligan's Island.
Right.
So, so I was kind of moving around the room, and she was a single lady there, and she was telling me that, she had come in from Montana, and she had been to the host. He has events all over the country, I think, so she had been to one in Missouri and was really impressed, so she decided to come into this one in Atlanta, and I was telling her what a great swinger scene Atlanta has, and we're very blessed to live in such a fun swinger-centric kind of city. And I had my corrupted necklace on, and she asked me, she was like, so what's the story with this necklace? And I have my little spiel that I always tell people about how Steve and I came up with Carrie Corrupted, and she was like, oh, well, that's interesting because there's this podcast I listen to, and there's like a recurring guest on there, and her name's Carrie Corrupted. And I was like, whoa.
That is totally me, bitch.
Excuse me, you're meeting me.
I started like flipping my hair, like, oh my god,
Oh, you know me.
she knows me.
Oh, excuse me. That's me, honey. You're meeting me right now.
I was like, are you talking about O faces? And she was like, yeah. I was like, that's me. I'm Carrie Corrupted.
Corrupted.
Guys, she was like, oh my god, I'm such a fan. Like, it was awesome. She totally stroked my ego, and I told her, I was like, I'm here for dick, and you still made my night. Like, you totally made my night. So that was super cool, and I loved knowing that
We're
Someone
reaching
in-
people
yes.
in Montana.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
God, I don't know what the swinger scene
Slut
is like in
sisters
Montana,
unite.
but God bless you guys. Yeah,
Exactly.
So that was my little brush with fame.
Wait until we have Mocha in Atlanta.
Oh, I'm excited.
You're
and
gonna
that's
have Carrie is gonna have the biggest head out of all of us.
We are not going to be able to deal with her after that.
Yeah.
She's pumping her hair.
No, but I love it. I love it. She takes the attention very well. I'm like, hello, yes, I'm Mrs. Mocha. Okay, have a good day.
Okay, have fun. Can we fuck? Okay, bye.
I really
He's like, oh, you've heard of me? Hello.
I'm a bit of an attention whore.
No, but that's why we love you.
Hey, own it.
Look,
It's okay. You own it. It's fine.
I'm a total ringmaster. I'm not going to participate in the circus, but I will stand there with a whip and I will fucking narrate everything that's going on around me. So.
And the thing is, you do like attention, but all of us like attention.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like any of us are like bitchy attention. It's like
No.
it's like flattering attention.
I'm
you
like,
know?
I don't want you to necessarily like comment on it, but if you want to watch, that's fine. I'm not seeking it out, but I'll be like, it's okay. I don't know.
Will you put the lid on that Fanta that might fly off the table?
Fanta. Why? Why is it gonna fly off the table? I'm not gonna hit the.
What if we do?
I don't know where the lid
Sorry,
is.
sidetrack.
There's no lid. The lid is
Look
gone.
at that
Okay.
dick. Look at that dick.
So we're watching porn as usual.
Oh, I was sick last week. It's been a long time since I've had dick.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, I had my husband's, but other than that,
I haven't even had that because mine's always gone. I'm trying to think. When did I have dick last?
He was here Saturday.
Yeah, I
You
had
fucking
it.
Saturday.
Yeah, I fucked Saturday. That's probably the last time I got fucked.
yeah, what
'Cause my damn kids are home.
this weekend.
My kids are home all freaking Christmas break, so I ain't gonna get laid very much. They're cock blockers for sure.
Yeah, we said that today when we talked about it. Oh God, and here we go.
I just did a little.
Here we go. So, anyways, we're watching porno.
Yes.
I have been a little broken lately, so I haven't had very much penis
Sorry.
other than Mr. Mocha's penis, which is not bad. I love his penis.
It's good penis, yeah. Good
Yeah,
penis.
totally love his cock. It's very great.
I
But-
did go to a house party last weekend.
Oh yeah, you did.
I have to say, probably my favorite part of the night was getting fucked with from a woman with a strap on.
Oh,
I
it
fucked
wasn't
her
that
first.
your granny nightgown that you wore?
Oh hell yeah, bitch! You know you like my nightgown. It was soft as fuck.
was there a theme?
Yeah.
It was Christmas pajamas, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to wear sexy shit. I wore my Vans and a granny, super soft fleecy nightgown. Was that not soft?
It was
as fuck?
cute,
It was
and it
so
was
soft.
really soft.
You know what? I don't give a
I didn't
shit.
see a photo of it.
First off, all those people had already seen me naked. They've already seen me fuck. Like, they know.
Did you post it on Twitter?
You should have.
In my granny nightgown?
You
No.
totally should
I'll
have.
put it on for y'all.
Yeah.
It'll be my Christmas gift to you
Yeah,
all.
you totally
I'll
fucking
do a little
should.
dance.
You should.
I did pull it up quite a bit and like shake my ass with my granny nightgown. But I kept rubbing on everyone because it was so soft.
It was a soft nightgown, but the best part was that she literally gave zero fucks
I
and was
didn't.
wearing
I didn't.
full on your granny from the 50s.
It had like doily little thing on the chest.
Nightgown.
It was totally buttoned up to my neck. I just
Yeah.
didn't. I'm like, you know what? Every single woman there was in lingerie. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I showed up
Surprise.
in my fucking nightgown.
You
I don't
stood
give a shit.
out. You stood out.
I just didn't. I didn't feel like it. You can get me naked. That's fine. I had bra and underwear
So
underneath.
you had a great fuck with a lady?
Yeah, I fucked her with a strap on in the living room in front of everybody,
Nice.
saying I don't like attention.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But I was very in my zone. I didn't really care who was watching. That's the difference. Is I get in that moment and I don't really know who's watching or care. Mm-hmm. I'm just handling business.
That's when it's its hottest.
Yeah, because it's like
Because you
everyone's
don't-
around, but I
yeah.
don't really care who's looking, and I don't even know if they're looking. But so I got a new. Ooh, I gotta show you. I gotta bring it. I got a new BBC attachment for my strap.
Is that what you use?
I did.
And
I was
did
like,
she
ooh.
fuck you
Yeah, I fucked her first, and then she fucked me.
with the same attachment, same size and everything?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really nice.
I think I mentioned to you, like, my whole thing with strap-ons. I still sound so echoey. I'm sorry.
I don't know how to fix that. I'm sorry.
No, it's me.
Is that better?
No, that's good. Yeah, it's the loudness is fine. It's just I need to get really close.
That's super weird.
Just put that right by your mouth.
If this were a dick.
Is that better?
Oh, now I can't even hear myself.
Oh.
I can't hear myself. Oh, there we go.
Don't mess with it. It's fine. Don't mess with it.
Katie.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. We're good. So anyway, I don't even know what I'm saying.
Strap on.
Sorry.
Strap on.
My issue with the strap-on is, and I've only had a couple of experiences with women fucking me with strap-ons, but I feel
Yes,
like...
let's hear this so then I know what to do differently next time I fuck you with a strap-on.
I feel like the insides of pussies are very nuanced and everyone's is different, and you need to be able to feel all the little nooks and crannies and bends to a woman's pussy, and you can't do that with a strap-on.
I agree with that.
But if someone is... I feel like... Well, yes, I'm not, like, feeling it, right? Because it's not actually attached to me. But as someone who's, like, a pleaser and I'm paying attention, I'm very, like, aware of your... So, like, if I was fucking you with a strap-on...
like how I'm reacting.
Yes,
and,
if I was fucking you with
All
a
right.
strap-on, if you moaned a certain way when I was doing a certain kind of thrust or moving my hips a certain way or, like, point it down a little bit or point it up a little bit... I feel like because I'm very observant and I would be trying to please you, I would pay attention to what you were liking. Mm-hmm. Therefore, I would keep doing that.
I like that.
So even though I couldn't necessarily feel it, when I'm doing that, it's about you. So I want to make sure I'm making you feel good. So then I'm paying very close attention to how you react to that.
Good answer. Good answer.
Thank you.
Good answer.
We're on Family Feud now.
Yeah.
Good
Yes,
answer.
thank you.
Good
Is it on the board? Did I make it on the board?
Oh my God.
But so
Pleaser for number one.
follow up to that then. If you're looking at the person that you're fucking and you're gauging that person's reactions, that person needs to be genuine in the
Yes,
way that they're
don't fake it.
reacting. Don't fake stuff, because then you're not going to have the best experience.
Well, women should never fake it because then you're first off, if they don't earn that shit, no, don't give them that. No, make them work for that.
I have not faked an orgasm and
No, I don't
probably
fake No, I do not fake it.
since meeting my husband.
Yeah, I'm not faking it. No, if you want that,
Once you start
you're gonna work for it.
start to have the real thing on a daily, it's like, yeah, I'm not faking shit.
No, yeah. Agreed. So, yes, I feel like no one should ever fake it. They should always be genuine and just kind of you can kind of guide, or if like when I'm fucking, I'm like, "Oh yeah, well you've said this before too." It's like, "Oh yeah, right there. Okay, keep going. Keep doing that. Keep doing that." You know, like you can tell them because they can't necessarily, feel exactly what you're feeling and stuff, so you got to tell them.
Yeah.
I'm good at talking, but I'm not going to say that I've never faked it or that I haven't faked it recently.
I mean, I'm not going to say
Let's
I've
just be
never
honest
faked
with
it.
each other here.
No, I don't.
No,
I don't fake it anymore.
I will be honest. My husband was the first man to make me orgasm. Like, I had done it myself, masturbating, but the dudes that I had been with prior to Steve, I
But you
either
didn't know
faked
you had
it
an
or
orgasm. Did
What?
you? Did you know that you hadn't? Or you just thought that's how sex was supposed to be?
No, I knew that they couldn't make me come because I just didn't feel comfortable with them. Like, I would go home and fucking rub that clit, like, what is
Yeah.
Megan, like, with the DJ?
Yeah. It took me a long time to have a vaginal orgasm because I wouldn't let go enough. I couldn't relax enough.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, I've been
exactly.
there.
No,
Like, I just didn't feel comfortable because, we've always had that discussion, all of us. I just wasn't raised. You weren't allowed to be sexual.
Yeah.
So I just didn't feel comfortable. And then when I met Steve, I don't know what Steve possessed something that just like
He
guys,
made you feel comfortable.
from the first
He
date,
embraced your slut
like I was
from the
just like,
beginning.
I don't give a fuck. I cannot resist this man. And we've always had great sex. And he, like I said, he was the first guy to ever make me come. And Like it's one. Oh my God!
I have to say,
Once I experienced that, I was like, "Fuck this! I am not faking shit."
I think I always thought they would know if I was faking it. So I was scared to fake it.
Some guys are paying attention to their own dick so much they don't know if you're faking it.
I know, but I was young and innocent, so I just didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I, like, when I met Tommy, I told him, I was like, no, I ain't faking it. Because first off, I was too scared to fake it because I didn't know if I would do it right. Like, I might not make that. What am I supposed to, like, I don't know how I'm supposed to fake it, you know? Because I just didn't have enough experience. And I knew it, like, I knew it didn't feel the same as, like, a clitoral orgasm. Mm-hmm. But there's so many different, like, variations of orgasms. But at first, like, I didn't know that or realize that, or I couldn't relax enough. So in my mind, like, the only orgasm I'd ever had was a clitoral orgasm. And so until I, like, relaxed and really, like, figured out my body, it took me a while to really let go enough to have one.
What do I always preach, Mrs. Mocha? Kegel.
Oh, yeah, Kegel.
Oh, yeah.
Kegel.
Yeah.
Kegel.
Yeah.
But you really do have to learn about your body and figure out, like, what you like and how to work it.
Yep.
Stuff.
Yeah, I agree. And not to get, like, too clinical, but childbirth rearranges things.
I honestly, like, after I had my first kid, I feel like I enjoyed sex way more. It's almost like it changed the position of my cervix or something, and I could enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah. No, I agree. So, yeah, we're not doctors, but
But probably something happens up in there, you know. I don't know.
yeah. So,
Is there a doctor in the house that wants to weigh in? Tell us about what happened.
yeah. So that's my thing with strap-ons. But I like that you're in tune with how the person's reacting to what you're doing. So I told you I'd give it a go. I'd give it a go.
I've done it a few times, but
With Megan.
Nobody's done it with
Megan.
me.
no, not
Bitches,
with Megan.
ain't none of y'all
I
let me
did it.
fuck
No,
you with
but
a
I did
strap-on.
it with someone, like two different women, and both experiences were different. But again, it just was not my thing. It doesn't feel the same as dick.
Yeah, and that's fine.
No, I would try it again if it was like an in the moment
If it
type
was me.
thing. Yeah, but I wouldn't say
If
that.
it was Megan,
I wouldn't say that it was like something I was like, oh my God, I really have to have that. Because the two strap-ons too that I had, I'm allergic to silicone. And one of them was silicone, so the whole time it's hurting. And I was like, what the fuck? I've taken bigger dicks than this. Why is this hurting so bad?
but it's because you're
And the other one didn't feel...
Well, dang, now I need to check what mine are.
that didn't feel like the real penis. So it was really hard. Mm-hmm. I mean, I like a hard dick, but hard, like plastic silicone stuff is not, like, didn't feel the same. You know, and I was, like I said, the whole time I was like, had my face in a pillow. One time I know for sure, and I was like wincing the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that was good. All right, can we fuck the dicks now?
Real dick now.
I like dicks that are attached to humans.
Well, see, and like I definitely usually do. Like that is my my fave for sure. If I'm gonna have a woman, I mean, like strap-ons are fun, but if I'm gonna have a woman, I usually just sit on my face or like let me scissor you or something. I don't know, but
Damn.
I'm more turned on if there's like someone's getting fucked while another one is sitting on the guy's face. Like that stuff turns me on. Like that type of girl stuff turns me on because I've actually...
they're getting pleased while you're getting pleased. And
Yeah,
the man's
I was
fucking
getting
you both.
fucked, I think, and then I was kissing
moany.
the girl while she was riding the face.
Yep,
so
I
like,
like that.
that type of stuff, like I can do because I know there's like a dick in the mix, and and it feels good to like
It's
know
the-
they're
it's like the
feeling good,
energy,
and like
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
it's
good at
sexy.
like taking turns. I'm like, okay, you have some, then I'll have some. Like I don't feel like I've ever been like greedy when it comes to like threesomes.
Well, those
'cause
are
I'm,
usually those are when threesomes go bad, when someone's very greedy.
Yeah, I know. I've been in those too. But I mean, for the most part, like most of the women that I've done threesomes with are very, like, I think it's because I say so much about what I do and don't like it. So they like you said, they're in tune with what,
Yeah.
they like, and I'm more gentle because I don't know what they like. And I'm always like worried, like, am I going to hurt her? Like, am I squeezing her tits too hard? Like, one chick just grabbed my hand and like wanted me to start choking her, but I could not fully choke her because I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was I'm not picking a bitch up off the ground.
I had a girl recently tell me she wanted me to dom her. I was like, okay, I could do that.
I see, like I said on the last episode, I can't like do that on demand. Like if somebody just said, like,
I'm sorry, you just said dom her.
Yeah.
All I heard was dommer. As in like Jeffrey. So I was sitting here really confused for a second. I was like, that sounds really violent and awful.
With women, I feel like I usually am more dominant. Because they're like almost like a little more timid, and I'm like, honey, let me take care of you. I got you.
Oops.
I usually end up being more dominant with women, I feel like.
I think you probably are dominant, but you just take like control because you know what to do.
Girl, I got you. Let me handle
you know
this.
what to do in those situations. I just am. I don't know. I'm more about in the moment, like I said, type thing. Like
and that's okay.
I remember at Trap one time, I surprised the fuck out of Mr. Mocha because I hadn't played with a girl, and it had been several years, and. The guy was a watcher, but we didn't know, or a voyeur, until we didn't know till we got into like the room, which was fine. Whatever. But she was like, started kissing me, and I was like, okay. And while she was kissing me, Mr. Mocha started fucking her, which made it even hotter.
Oh yeah.
So while he was like, was fucking her under, and I was licking her clit, and it was like, he was like. Mr. Mocha was like, wow,
that was super
I was not like
that.
expecting that. I was like, well, her pussy smelled good, and she was like super clean, and like she was very like gentle, and she wasn't, and she wasn't like aggressive about anything. So it was like it just kind of like flowed naturally. Like I know I've said it so many times. I just hate when women are like aggressive, like you're gonna like a pussy. No,
I might not.
Actually, not gonna like it now. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, so many. I think we've talked about that. There, it's like women sometimes are more aggressive than men. They think they can do whatever the hell they want because they're women.
I have been groped by several women at Trappies,
and I touch me. You do not know me.
Not comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You cannot assume that every woman is bi, and you cannot assume that just because you're a woman, you can touch a woman.
If a man were to walk up to me at Trappies and push me against a wall and start making out with me, like that would be like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
They would kick him out.
Yeah.
But women think it's like...
They can do what they want.
I'm not saying all women, but I have had a couple of encounters that I wasn't comfortable with.
Oh, definitely. I think a lot of women just kind of, they're a little more aggressive, and they think that, well, and it's like, I always want to be very respectful of people's like boundaries. So unless I know you're bi and you're interested, I wait for that vibe.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that are like, how do you know, or like, what kind of women do you like? And I'm like, it has nothing to do, honestly, with women. Like, I can think someone's sexy, but it is so much of a vibe where it's like, when they're looking at me a certain way, and it's like, I know they're down and they want to, and I'm feeling it too. And it's like, I can't gauge it except for in person. Like, I can think someone's like super pretty or sexy.
You're so good at like reading people. That's awesome. I think so many people probably struggle with that, and they don't read signals well, and they don't read body language well.
That's very true.
And they keep continuing to hit on you when it's like, dude, if we haven't played by now, we're not going to play.
It's probably because I'm trying to avoid that
I am seriously, I really am terrible at, because I'm a flirt. I love to flirt. And I'm a little bit of a tease. I'll be honest.
What? I can't imagine.
I know. It's shocking.
Carrie's a tease.
And a flirt.
But here's the thing.
I've been that way since high school. I got a little bit of a reputation in high school for being a little bit of a tease. So, Shout out to anyone that went to high school with me.
She gave you the blue balls.
Look at me now, bitches. Somebody from Montana recognized me.
See,
They're going to try and come fuck you.
that's the issue with me when like I went, no, not even when I was in high school, but like my adult life, I can't resist the penis. Like there was no teasing. Like I was just like, oh yeah, let's do it. Like I'm more like Megan. I'm like in the moment, like we're doing it.
I'm not a good tease because I actually always put out.
I'm a flirt.
You can only be a tease if you don't fuck
Yes, I'm a flirt, and I will own up to that. And there are gentlemen in lifestyle that will hit me up and that are super friendly, and they're not.
What you're looking for?
No. They don't necessarily just come right out and say, hey, I want to fuck you. They try to make friends and build a relationship. And I love doing that shit. That's fun. But by the time we get there, I've really lost interest.
So you got to get her and fuck her fast.
5 minutes was way too long.
So
no, but I have to say, we actually talked about that with Brenda from Mixed Nuts today, that like I'm very much I like Megan too, but I'm a very much in the moment type person, and I may like want you in that moment, and then the next day I may not want to do it again.
Absolutely.
And it's not because I wasn't attracted to you, it's because of, I know it sounds really petty and stupid, but maybe it's something you said later on, or something you did that. Okay, that sounds terrible.
Circumstances change.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something a guy did, and it turned me off so bad? I will not fuck this dude anymore.
Oh my god.
Well, I never fucked him, but I was going to, but I didn't.
Yes, tell me.
Okay, so I think he's from I think I met him on Tinder. It's a younger BBC, and he is very good looking, and he chatted with me for quite a bit on Snap, and I was gonna meet with him and stuff. He went to the fucking gym, sent me snaps of him, like, working out, right? He's, like, on the main area with, like, the free weights. He pulls his fucking pants down with his underwear on, his boxer briefs, and he's, like, doing poses with his underwear out. I'm like, what?
At the gym?
Yes.
And they didn't kick him out?
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, why are you pulling your pants down? I'm like, any person that is next to you working out is so uncomfortable right now. What are you doing? It was like, you have no common sense, obviously.
Yeah.
The fact that you just did that, I was so turned off.
The best.
And then I told him.
It's like, dude, you're embarrassing yourself right now. That is just like, I don't even want to associate with you.
Yeah, it was so embarrassing for me.
Yeah.
Like, I watched it, and then I even said, like, why are you in your underwear, like, pulling that out in front of everyone? Like, that's too much.
Do you know what pisses me off about that?
That's too much. And then he keeps doing it. I have not talked to him since. I'm like,
literally. No. Do you know what pisses me off about that the most? Is that I wasn't the person standing next to him whenever he was doing that. Because I'd be like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Like, dude,
we can see your underwear, and we don't want to see it.
And do it. If you're in the locker room or in the sauna or in the men's stuff, like, cool. But there is women working out right next to you, and you're pulling your whole sweatpants
Yeah, I'm
down?
surprised he's still allowed to go to that gym.
Dude, just wear gray sweatpants like the rest of the dudes at the gym.
He was. There's he's in sweatpants. You can see his cock. It's like, it's a nice cock. Okay,
oh my
cool.
God.
Why are you pulling your underwear out?
Oh my God.
I'm like, you obviously completely have no common sense, because that is ridiculous.
Again, why I should be definitely next to this person. What can you find out what gym he goes to? I'll go do some cardio.
I haven't responded to his snaps.
No.
I need that. That's what I need. I need a little bit of that. Just fucking say it. Say, hey, we're never going to play. But Steve and I really do honestly have this kind of philosophy of never say never. Because you don't know the situation that you're, especially with couples, with couples.
You never know. You never know. Some cabin. You're in the hot tub.
Or a hotel party, and like you never know with couple. I mean, there are a couple of couples that are straight up blacklisted. Y'all know who you are. But everyone else, yeah, we never say never.
I don't know who my blacklists are, but Carrie and Steve obviously do.
I don't remember. I don't think I have any blacklisted people.
We have some.
Did you make the blacklist?
Yeah.
Did you say blacked list or black?
No, blacklist.
Okay, not blacked. Okay, not like blacked porn.
I'm trying to think. No, I like the blacked porn. I'm trying to think if there's any blacklist. I don't think so, because there was one chick who pissed me off one time, and I was like, that's the only time I almost got in a fight one time was with this girl in the lifestyle. And Tommy basically, I was like, if she says one more fucking thing to me, I'm going to lay her ass out.
Damn.
And Tommy's like, oh, damn, okay, we got to go home. That's the only time I've ever almost fought a girl. And I still, later on, let her fuck Tommy.
God bless you.
Yeah. I'm like, we ended up, we cleared the air. I made friends with her. We're good. And she fucked Tommy a couple times.
Nice.
Like, so, I don't know. The only way you'd be blacklisted for me is if you were like, to me, no fuck zone is if you are a straight up asshole to me, no. You're
yes.
done. Cocky asshole.
Those are the people we're
I'm
talking
done.
of.
Like,
yes.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need that. No, thank
The
you.
only time I almost fought someone was at Trap, and it was
I have
because
never almost fought someone.
Oh, no, this girl was trying to tell me who I had to fuck so that she could fuck my husband. And the way she was doing it, she was trying to organize an orgy and stuff. And the way she was doing it, she was basically, she knew I didn't want to fuck her husband, so she was trying to organize a orgy so that she could fuck my husband. Well, I'd also run out of alcohol at Trap that night. And so I was like too sober for that situation. Oh my God. And the fact that she basically was telling me she was going to fuck the shit out of my husband and telling me who I had to fuck.
Only in
I was
lifestyle
like,
could too sober be a bad thing.
yeah.
I was like, excuse me? Do not tell me who I got to fuck so that you can fuck the shit out of my husband. Thank you.
I love it. Well,
Yeah.
I definitely could use a little bit of the whole just be honest and not be such a little... I hate the word tease, but yeah, I am. I'm kind of a tease, but I'm a flirt. So...
But just because I think lifestyle is lifestyle, just because you flirt,
with single dudes, if I'm not interested, I legit cut it off. Like I'm not here to waste your time.
Yeah, so
with,
that's
you
fine.
You guys know with couples.
Well, couples is different because you see them at parties.
Yes, you have to get to know
so
them.
You don't want to like be awkward and it to be like uncomfortable.
Yes, yeah, couples are just a little different.
So you have to kind of maneuver that.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky sometimes.
Yeah. So, do you guys want to hear about my almost fight at Trap?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I'm sorry.
I do.
We cut you off. I
you
apologize.
Sure? Yeah, I definitely
No,
do.
don't apologize. We all cut each other off all episodes. So, anyone that knows me knows that I'm not a fighter. That I would much rather just be nice to people.
You seem like you got a little bit of fight in you, though.
No, I do, but I have to be
she needs
pushed.
to fight.
I have to be pushed to a certain level. I don't want to fight anybody. Just so
I think you would fight someone that, like, if we did a girls' weekend and we all got really drunk together, Mrs. Mocha would totally be the one that would have our backs when we got in trouble.
She'd be like, let's go.
You
What
fucked
the
with my
fuck?
bitch?
Oh, hell no. That's my friend. That's my fucking
That is my
friend.
slut sister, motherfucker.
Oh, well, first off,
Correct
we'd
on that.
all be like that. We'd be like, let's
Yeah.
go. What?
Yeah.
You need me? Hell yeah.
Have
Let's
you
go.
guys ever seen that movie Girls Trip?
Yes.
No.
Oh, you need to watch it, Carrie. When they're in like doing the dance off.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anybody that hasn't seen Girls Trip, you should watch it. But
Okay, tell us about your fight at Trappings. I'm sorry.
so I was a little more feisty back then too. This was like I think Mr. Mocha and I were only in the lifestyle for maybe like a year together. And there was a chick in there that we'd seen her several times, and she was a little racist. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep. She was one of the chicks, like, she would like bump into me and be like, all these white bitches, skinny white bitches taking our men, like saying stuff like that. Okay.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I like let it go and let it go. This has happened like 2 or 3 times. So this was like the 3rd time we go to the club, and she actually bumped into me.
She said this loud enough for you to hear?
Oh, on purpose. Yeah, but she was also like quadruple my size, so she probably could have taken me, but if you piss me off to a point, I'll just go with it.
Oh, yeah. I don't care. I'll get crazy. I will climb on your fucking face and
we're
do
in
whatever.
the dressing room getting
Chip,
ready
I'm going to come at you like a spider monkey.
Exactly. Yeah. If you guys don't know what Carrie's talking about, she's making stepbrother quotes. So anyway, we get to the dressing room and she did it again. She bumped me and made some like real shitty comment or whatever. And I got over next to our locker. I looked at Mr. Mocha and I was like, you better fucking get her because I'm about to beat her fucking ass. And he was like, her and the 4 huge women that she's with? I was like, I don't give a fuck. You better fucking say something because I was like
boiling.
And I was being loud enough for her to fucking hear me. And Mr. Mocha's freaking out because he actually said shit. In his head, that was the first night I thought I was going to have to punch a bitch.
Do not make me punch a bitch.
I thought I was going to die because he was like, baby, she has 3 huge women with her. What are you going to do with that?
Like,
I don't know.
We going to see.
But if she says one more fucking racist thing to me, because I've never talked to this lady, I'd never done anything to offend her. I would always just go in and I was nice to everyone. I walk in, I get naked, I fuck people.
Yeah, but
we leave and go home.
You had a man that she wished she could have. That
was not my problem.
And you were the wrong color, and he was the wrong color.
Well, welcome to the South, man. That happens sometimes. So, anyways, I'm not saying everybody from the South is like that. Let me just say, but we do still. I'm sure everybody has that in their town, city, state, whatever. But she was just a little more open about what she did. So anyway, she said that. She did it. Then, so we go back. Mr. Mocha calms me down. We go to the car. I leave it alone. But I was ready. Like ready. So
I totally know what zone you were
I was so ready. I mean, I'm in the car like, we had like a good 45-minute drive from Trapeze, and I'm like going off on Mr. Mocha about this chick.
Oh, hell no. I'm gonna.
I don't like racism, and I don't like people messing with my kids or my friends, or, just like I have very small things that will piss me off to the point of no return. And that was like one of those things. Because I feel like I'm nice to everyone, and I don't care what you do, how you say it. What you do is what you do. So anyways.
So you mess with your people and you cross the line.
I'm going to say something. So we ended up seeing her like 2 or 3 weeks later.
Wait, but did Mr. Mocha say something?
I don't know.
Oh,
he didn't say anything that night, but he made me quickly walk to the front, so he could have, and I don't know. So 2 or 3 weeks later, we go in, I see her. I just avoid her at all costs because I wasn't afraid of her. I just didn't want her to ruin my night. And I'm not going to...
You want to have a good night, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop going somewhere because you're there. Fuck you. You're ruining your own night because you're too focused on the complete opposite thing of what we're here for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. The chick used to come in with some real fine fucking dudes.
Yeah, so what do you care?
Yeah, like, what? So anyways, she acted that day like she was my best fucking friend. She came up, hey girl, what's up? Da, da, da. I'm looking at Mr. Mocha like, who the fuck is this? And why is she talking to me? Okay, I can't be mean. Don't be mean. So I wasn't mean to her. I was like, hey, how's it going? And then we just kind of walked off because I'm like, I'm not going to be overly friendly to you after you had all these things to say. So anyway, she was like a frequent person there too. So we go back like a week or so later, and she wants me to fuck her dude. That was super fucking fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going in.
We gotta be besties now.
Yeah. And literally she still goes to this day, and every time I've been there, I see her. So I'm not really sure like what happened, or like if she just saw that I wasn't really intimidated by her, that I didn't let her shit bother me. Had I tried to fight her, it probably would have been opposite effect.
Yeah,
like
probably so.
But because I think Mr. Mocha was like, just ignore her.
You voiced your opinion. She heard it, and then she readjusted
What's
herself.
The saying?
Probably.
She probably saw I ain't no bitch.
Yeah, like okay, she can handle it. She gonna throw down.
Well, and hopefully she grew from that experience and doesn't continue to do those sorts of things there.
Yeah, because I literally was so nice to everyone.
Yeah.
Just like we all are. We go in and we like talk to everybody.
we
You're
just
nice
want
to
to be
everyone.
friends with everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Good experience for all involved.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just live your best life.
You can't let feelings be hurt in lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you can, and people do get their feelings hurt, but you just got to either get over it or don't talk to that person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or be the bigger person, which is usually the best thing to do.
Hence our blacklist.
Well, and I think sometimes like people, they automatically assume or like they do take it personal, but lots of times it isn't necessarily that. Like you don't know what the person is thinking or what they're going through, or maybe they're taking a break, or maybe they're trying something different. It might not have anything to do with you.
Yeah.
Don't just assume the worst.
Right.
Like you worry about you and take care of you.
I can say with almost like 100% every time I'm in my head and think, if something has changed in a relationship with someone in lifestyle, whether it's a girlfriend, couples that we know, a guy that I'm playing with, someone that Steve has a relationship with, if I get in my head and think it must have been something I did or said, or it never is.
Yeah, it's never that.
It's never about
It's usually
you.
they have their own shit going on.
It is
They're
never
taking a
about.
break.
Oh, I don't want to say never, because sometimes it might be about you, but it's so rare.
Well,
You really have to be a shithead for it to be about you and lifestyle, honestly.
Well, I've even said to a couple, especially females, because to me it's like, sometimes females, they like go about things a little different. They might like be nice to your face, but then talk shit behind your back. And
I mean, that's a given in any life.
Yes.
That's regular life,
So for me, I'm just like,
Try not to be those females,
Yes,
though.
try not to be. So there was this one girl one time, I kind of had a feeling she maybe didn't like me or something. But then she would like invite us to stuff all the time. So I'm like, oh, I guess she just wants to fuck Tommy. I don't really feel like she likes me. I'm not really sure. So I was kind of feeling it out. And then I went a little early to help her kind of get ready one time and kind of just help her however I can. And Tommy was going to meet me there. And she flat out said, she was like, oh, yeah, if I ever have a problem with someone, I'll just talk to them. And I'd much rather approach it, like, just talk to them to their face and solve that problem. I don't like conflict. I was like, okay, what you just said right there, that automatically makes me like you better and feel better about this situation, because that's what I would want. If you ever have an issue with me, maybe I was just off. Maybe I made a face. Maybe you took it wrong. Like, just talk to me. Tell me if I somehow possibly offended you. Because sometimes, like, maybe you don't feel that good. You made some weird face, and somebody's like, oh, she made a face at me. No, just talk to me, ask me, and then we can clear it up, because more than likely it has nothing to do with you.
Right.
But because people, they get so in their head, or they're so sensitive, or they, like, overanalyze it, or they're just automatically so prone to go to the negative. It's like, no, it maybe has nothing to do with you.
Like I said, almost 100% of the time it has nothing to do with you.
So just talk to them.
There's been plenty of times that I've even went to events and my head wasn't completely at that event because of just
kids or
life.
Like whatever.
Something happened at work that week and I was still like kind of stressed out about it. So I'm not necessarily going to be as wild at that event than I might be at some other one. But
your boobs are huge in this sweater. I think it must be the stripes.
It's probably because
don't they look huge?
Gained some weight.
I'm really jealous. I need some boobs.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I
rarely touch boobs, but I want to squeeze on these. Like I
just have a tank top.
Carrie, I didn't tell you yet. I'm saving up for boobs.
Are you?
Yeah.
We're gonna go with Megan on her boob journey.
Are you gonna get them as big as they were?
No. That would look ridiculous on my body.
Those are like
they're as big as your head.
Honeydews.
It's like two heads on my body.
That was Mr. Mocha's best day ever.
Okay, I know.
My God,
yeah. He has the biggest tit obsession.
Well, he can remember that fondly.
The biggest tit. He loves the ones that you just get in there and smother yourself.
That was big girl Megan with some giant voluptuous.
He literally wanted
tits,
He wants to die suffocating on breasts. Just so everyone knows, like he loves ass and everything else, but he loves titties.
Yeah.
Big natural titties.
Oh, no,
cannot
Mr. Mocha has
suffocate on
already
mine.
given me quite the pointers on what I'm allowed to do with my tits.
Yeah, he's not the boss of
He's
your
like,
boobs.
well, if you're gonna get them, I don't think you should get them. But if you're gonna get them, this is what you gotta get.
Listen, if he's upstairs listening, he's about to bust down here. Bust down the
Well,
door.
he's already told me. I'm taking notes, Mr. Mocha. Okay.
When you see Steve, get his input because he loves tits. He's a tit man.
I know. I'll have to ask him.
I love that I'm married, and I've known this from him about him from the very get go. That he loves tits. He's all about breasts. He loves sucking on them, playing with them, squeezing them, pinching them, poking them, popping them, whatever. I'm like, why are you married to me?
You have fantastic tits.
I have like teeny tiny tits.
Yeah, but they're wonderful though.
Let me tell you, having children really helped me because I had this.
That did not help me.
I had those little teeny tiny like triangular, just a little peak. They were real hard.
But just like a little nipple almost?
Yeah.
We're just like flat with some nipple?
Yeah, there really wasn't much there, but having kids.
Well,
I had good boobs before kids.
I love my tits.
I've
I love
always
my tits
had
now.
really good boobs until I lost weight, and now they're like... So, guess what? We gonna get them filled up, baby.
I was gonna say, are you gonna lift them or just fill them?
I don't know. I have to get a console.
Well, I'm excited for
but
you.
all my spicy sites, my mini vids, and my OnlyFans, whatever I make off of those is going towards my boob job.
Do you
So
have?
if you guys want to help,
Yes.
feel free to donate on my naughty site.
SN Sultry 13.
Funding
That's my
titties.
Twitter.
Tit fun.
Tit fund.
Tit fund. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to
Tit
create
fund.
a tit fund if you want to see some bigger tits.
Do you have it?
Oh, here comes Mr. Mocha talking about tits.
He heard
Yeah.
us talking about
No
tit.
lift.
He said
lift.
he literally
No
just came
lift.
down the fucking stairs to say no
And
lift.
put his hand out like, this is the law.
Mr. Mocha, stay upstairs. Stay upstairs.
Okay, I know. I want him to be natural. I don't want him to look like stuck on the...
Yeah.
Before, I'm okay with it.
No, I cannot. I
Okay,
can't
you're
find,
messing up the
I
podcast,
can't
Mr.
find
Mocha.
bras that big, man.
There's a few ladies in lifestyle that have really fabulous fake tits. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't even tell that they're fake.
Yes,
They just
that's
look
what
really
I want.
Good.
I want them to look super natural.
Yeah. I've never really entertained the idea of getting a boob job just because I have really
Because
sensitive.
you have really good tits.
No, because I have really sensitive skin, and I can't wear earrings. I get really weird allergies to.
Okay,
to
well,
stuff.
tits go inside of your body.
Exactly, and I don't want to have
Not on your skin.
I don't want them to have some sort of scar tissue issue, or they reject them and they have to be removed. I just don't even
Okay,
want to fuck
because I
my
was
body
judging
up.
you just now.
Oh, you
I'm
can
just
totally
kidding.
judge me.
I'm just kidding. I'm sensitive to everything too, and mine were fine.
Yeah.
So-
Yours are good. They don't look fake. They don't feel fake. I think they've settled in very nicely.
I know they were really hard though for a good 5 years. They settled in way later than I thought they would.
They're nice pillows.
Yeah, but we have two things to talk about. So, in your absence, Carrie, we opened up two discussions, and one of them was, and I'm sorry if we could keep going back to this, everyone, but we are going to go back to it. So, only because we need Carrie's opinion on ass play for men. So we kind of opened up the door to that because we want. Megan was saying last week that it should be normalized that it's okay for men to be bi in the lifestyle too. It's not as big of a deal as what people are freaking making out of it. You don't have to give your straight. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to play with an asshole tomorrow. Okay.
No. I've had this conversation with another lifestyle girlfriend. We've had this conversation for years that, we don't understand why there's this stigma over bi play with guys and lifestyle. I know in other parts of the country, at other swingers clubs, it does happen. We had friends that lived in San Francisco for a bit, and they said that, you definitely saw it more frequently there. I encourage that. I don't understand.
I've heard even in Europe, it's more.
I don't know. I get it because I am from the South and I was raised by some good old boys. And
Yeah, but
so, I get it. But at the same time, we have to understand that boundaries are boundaries, and people are going to, recognize boundaries and respect them regardless in lifestyle. So what's the fear?
And like I said, I've heard that.
I mean, I sorry, I keep cutting you off.
You're not.
I like gay porn.
I'm dead how you said that like so quietly, like no
Like
one
it's
would
a
know that anyone would be surprised by gay porn.
Yeah, like 2 dicks, yay.
Listen, that was the first time I knew that I wanted even to entertain a bi guy was when I saw gay porn at the Love Shack and up the street from here.
Yeah. I think if people were more open to it, it wouldn't happen nearly as often as they think it's going to. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
I think people think it's going to turn into. I don't know. I don't know what people's reasons are.
I think a lot of guys, even, and I'm sorry.
There's just a stigma. There's a stigma.
Yeah, if this offends anyone, but I think there's a lot of bi men out there that will never ever admit that they are into any type of bi play or gay play because it's a pride thing. It's not manly if you're gay.
We gotta change that. Who fucking cares? This should be a place where you can say and do whatever you want.
Right.
If you can't do it in the lifestyle, where are you supposed to do it?
That's sad, isn't it?
If I had to keep, imagine yourself if you had to keep so much in. If you had to restrict yourself. And you still had all these desires that you weren't able to fulfill. Where are you supposed to do that? The lifestyle should be the place where you can voice that. You can not be judged for it. You can, experience it if you would like to, without worrying about it.
I mean, here's the thing: there are plenty of. I don't want to say plenty. There are some bulls. There's some. Just random people that I know that have had some bi play, but they are not allowed to say it, which fucking sucks.
Well, see, yeah, and I have some guys where I probably would I've played with that I know they would be down to play with a bull too. Mm-hmm. But I'm I don't know any bulls that I can ask that to. I don't know.
And here's the thing: like I said, there are some bulls out there that.
Yeah, I probably know some
okay
of them, but
if
because
the husband does stuff to them, but because it's not necessarily that he's bi or he's gay, it's that the woman likes that. Yeah, the woman's turned on by that, and he's turned on that turns the woman on. So it's not even necessarily that the focus is on the guys.
Yeah, and that's the thing is you are just living in that moment, enjoying the sexual atmosphere and that sexual energy.
But it's very hush-hush because
I just hate
so many people would be judgy about it, which is crazy.
Yes, I think it's really
I had
crazy.
Someone say to me one day, he said, God, how did he say it? He said, you can't tell me that there's not, he was there are a lot more bulls out there than you think that have gotten their dick sucked by a cuck or just another guy, but they can't admit it and they can't say that it's okay.
See, why is that not? We have boundaries, we have rules. Why can they not say, okay, in this situation, that's okay with me?
Yeah. I think it
doesn't necessarily mean that you are bi, or maybe you're okay with that situation and that's hot to you. And if you are bi, that's fine too.
Maybe they're okay with those situations, but it's just not something that they feel they need to broadcast to the world.
And if it's not if it's a case by case basis, whereas in that moment they were super turned on. Let's say you're not necessarily bi. But every once in a while, you're okay with a girl kind of messing with you, right?
Right.
Okay, so in that situation, he's not bi, but every once in a while, he's okay with it. Okay, but he needs to know that
because
that is
he's a
safe
dude, because
for him to express that, where in this moment, I'm okay with this, if that wants to happen.
Yeah.
But
because he's a dude, that he would never be able to say that.
Yeah, they're so hesitant to even, speak that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. For me, I just want people to be able to, live their truth and be able to be free and be able to do what they want
And
to
for
do.
like selfish purposes here, like if I ever was like
Miss Mocha's like,
in a situation where that
if
happened, I can't
two
say
guys and I'm going to help
that
suck a dick
I
with a
would
guy.
not.
It's fine.
I would totally be completely fine with all of that scenario.
Honestly, I've never done that, and I think it might be kind of hot.
Oh, wait,
I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing it.
I dated a bi guy in high school, and it was kind of it was eye opening. Mm-hmm. So I really don't have hang-ups over that sort of thing. My husband is not bi.
Yeah, none of ours are.
My husband's straight.
Yeah, mine's very straight.
Yeah, but it just that's never.
We have someone requesting to jump in. I think they may have a comment.
Okay.
We're gonna let Anthony. Are you there? No, just kidding. Maybe he got shy.
Well, I think.
Oh wait, I think he's there. Are you there, Anthony?
Yes.
Whoa.
Hey, Anthony.
Did you have like a comment, or do you just want to say hello?
Oh, no, I was just curious, like, how bi, like, what is considered bi?
What's considered
I mean,
bi?
that's not. I want to say that very clear. That's not. That wouldn't even be something that I could define.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It could be just like soft swap could be 20 million different things in the lifestyle.
Well,
so I can't say I know.
When I first entered the lifestyle, I had on my profile bi curious.
I did too.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, because I was curious about it. And then, like, after I went down and fooled around with, like, about 10 girls, Tommy's like, honey, you ain't bi curious anymore. You're bi. You like women. You like playing with women.
I think there are levels of
He's
bi-ness.
like, if you crave and, like, for me, like, I will want a woman sitting on my face. That is craving a woman. So, like, to me, that's bi. If sometimes, now if you're just like dabbling it here and there in moments, I mean, you're like bi-curious.
Exactly.
But if you like want that and that's something you like imagine and you think about and like you fantasize about, then you're probably bi.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
That's how I would define it as well.
Yeah.
I put bi-curious as well because when we first got into lifestyle, I just assumed that that's what women were supposed to do.
Yeah, if you're a woman, you have to be bi.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah,
be bi.
same. That's what I thought.
And about a year and a half in, I was like, yeah, this is so not for me. So my profile on SDC does say straight. Like there are, like you said, there are select few women that I know and I know well, and for whatever reason, we just have a sexual chemistry.
Yeah, and that's fine.
That I enjoy, but that happens very rarely. So I definitely don't consider myself bi at all.
Yeah.
Is there a spectrum for bi-ness? Can we go like?
I
Yeah,
have a
we're
pie
like a
chart,
3.
actually. I
Like a
found
3
pie
out
chart.
of a 10.
Yeah.
Anthony, so since you asked us, let's ask you, and then we'll get to Pena single, I think. We'll get to you in just a second. But Anthony, so what's your definition of bi?
I guess after hearing that, I would definitely just say bi-curious.
Okay.
Because if it's a hot situation, I usually can't say no. But definitely don't, like, crave guys.
Yeah.
Are you in the lifestyle?
Not anymore,
Okay.
I guess.
Gotcha.
I used to, me and my friend, it used to be really common for us to share girlfriends.
Okay.
And then once I got married, it kind of didn't happen anymore, but we're kind of working on it.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like Vanilla's Gone Wild right at the moment.
Or trying to go wild. Have previously been wild.
Right.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, we used to do some stuff that was kind of bi, I guess. Like, I don't know, but anyways, I was just curious. Like, I'm surprised that in the lifestyle it's not as common, I guess.
See, and I think a lot of people are.
Well, and honestly, look, we're coming from one part of the country, and we're coming from the South, so
it could be different somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm sure that it's different in different parts of the country. Like I said, we had lifestyle friends that lived in San Francisco for a couple of years, and seeing guy on guy action. I think oral mostly at swingers clubs was common for them.
Yeah.
So
which in
Like I
5
said,
years I have never seen that.
Mr. Mocha used to travel a lot, and I know that he said like Spain and a lot of Europeans are very just like, it doesn't matter. He actually told me that a guy was like, no, if a guy sucks your dick, that's not gay. You just do it. And I was like, okay. Well, and Mr. Mocha, of course, did not do that because that was not his thing. Well, but when he told me that, it kind of made me laugh because, that just shows how different
people think. Different
yeah.
areas.
Yeah. And
and I've had people say.
Yeah, it's definitely a mix.
Yeah. Well, and I think as long as you are doing what feels right to you in that moment and you're able to like express that and feel like you're safe in that environment, I think that's awesome that you've been able to experience that or be able to kind of check that out and see if that's something you liked or didn't like. I mean, everyone should be able to get that opportunity
and
where
honestly,
if they like it or don't like it.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't know until you try it.
You're not in high school. You don't have to.
You should definitely try everything once.
Yeah, if you like it, you don't have to go tell every Tom, Dick, and Harry that you did it. It's just something that turned you on and you did it in that moment.
Yeah, and maybe it's that one situation. It was just like this crazy, super hot
Here's
night.
the sad thing about it is that if you do have one of those sexual experiences and the guy realizes that, okay, that's not for me, there's still that kind of shame a little bit over you can't even really talk to people about it. Like, that's crazy. Like, sexual energy amongst consenting adults and when it's free flowing, that's hot, man. Like, I love that.
Yeah. I mean, like, even down to like, I have called Mr. Mocha daddy for as long as I can remember. And I'm not afraid to say it in front of fucking anyone. Like when I met Carrie and she called Steve that, I was like, oh, fuck, this is fucking great. Yeah. But that's just like her thing. But I remember so many people in lifestyle, like to me, it was normal because that's just what I've always said. But like to other people, they would, and this is not really as much as in comparison, but taboo is not in either. Like if there's the daddy baby girl stuff or whatever is not okay or not okay to say, and there were several people like, ooh, you call him daddy, or they would like make fun of me because I called him daddy. Of course I gave zero fucks and I still said exactly what I was going to say about it. But taboo is just as much frowned upon, I guess, as almost as bi men are, because I mean, there's so many kinks and
that's what I was going to say. Shit. There's so many subsets and, I don't want to say cliques, but definite categories within lifestyle. And if you find your group, and we say this all the time, if you find your tribe, it's definitely more challenging, I think, for bi-curious or bi-men in our area, especially to kind of find each other. But I think once you find your people, it's like, oh my God, you can
be free. Yeah, you can let go.
There was a music video in the 90s where like this kid was in a bumblebee costume and everyone was making fun of her, but then she found everyone else.
That. Wildflowers, isn't it? Is it Wildflower? No, wait.
It was Nirvana.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was someone like Nirvana. But anyway,
she's out in the field. She's dancing.
And she finds all the other people dancing. Yes.
All I can say is that
that's it. Okay, somebody needs to tell us who that is now.
Yeah,
something melon.
Blind melon.
Blind melon. Yeah. Okay.
That's what it was.
So we gotta let Pina talk a little bit. They jumped
Thanks,
on.
Anthony.
Yeah. Pina single. You're on. Oh, God.
Okay, thank you. Greetings from Guatemala City. First of all, I'm located in Guatemala City.
Well, welcome.
Wow, that's amazing.
And believe me, I'm practicing my English at the same time that I'm listening to you. So I'm very glad that we are allowed to chat.
You're doing so good.
I know. I even work for a United States company, so I'm cool with it. I'm good. I know. I'm good. So the situation is that I think that you should be able to pick the people that you are going to share with. You cannot share with anyone because then they pick on you. You need to invest a little time in getting to know each other, the ones that you are going to share. And once that you are sharing, it's all about that, just sharing. Who cares if you drink water, if you jump, or if you do this or do that? It's just experiencing. And I also think that we are allowed to go fishing and try fishing one time. So we are not fishers, right? Because we went fishing one Saturday. So every action that you take doesn't define who you are. And that's all my comments. Bless you.
I love that.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
That was really good. Yeah, that's a really awesome way to put it.
Yeah, just because you go one time and
Yeah.
try fishing doesn't necessarily mean you're a fisher.
Yeah.
Right.
So I completely agree with that.
Yep.
That's a
Yeah, and especially just taking the time to get to know someone before you just drop all of this. And yeah, there's
Making sure there's that comfort level.
yeah,
that you feel
for
safe.
sure.
And he's so right, because it is easier if you know someone, then it's a lot easier to say exactly what you want. Because I can tell you, like, the first time I met you or Carrie, there are certain things I wouldn't have been able to say, you know, or stories I wouldn't have been able to tell.
100%.
Like, even a good portion of the lifestyle, there's still certain things I wouldn't have said. I mean, obviously everybody hears it now, but there's no secrets now. I mean, I can. That was such a perfect way to put it.
Oh my God, he was amazing.
Go Guatemala City.
Yeah, thanks for your call.
That was
Thanks.
awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, thank you for jumping in.
No worries. It is a total pleasure. And as I stated, we are just sharing, and that's the point of it, just sharing. And I think also that we are on the proper age to experiencing. That's another thing. Okay, I'm not doing it right now because Anthony is going to judge me. So what, do I wait until I'm 60 or 80 because Anthony won't judge me at that? So to me, this is the time. And you also mentioned San Francisco. Someone on you mentioned it. And that's the place to experience. So that's all I can say. You need to know where you are going to do it right, but we are on the proper age to do it.
Yep, like consenting adults. We're all adults. We can make those choices. Yeah.
And you're right. We shouldn't wait till we're 60 or 70, even though I still plan on being gangbanged when I'm 90.
We gonna see.
I want to be the hunchback old lady in the back of the club looking for the 20-year-old dudes that are ready to fuck.
I love that little old couple that comes into trapeze.
Oh, I love them. I know exactly what you're talking about. They're so cute. I know. I love them.
Hopefully they never listen to the podcast and hear us calling them little old people.
But we always say how cute they are.
Yeah, they are little and old, but they're adorable.
I know.
We give it up to Granny there.
Yeah, man. She's dressed to the nines. And
Oh, yeah.
She's
got like
sexy,
amazing lingerie.
see-through. Yeah.
They look so happy.
Yeah. They've easily got to be in their late 70s.
Yeah, they just bang it out on the couch, man.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. But they're like super sweet and respectful and everything. I love them.
Well, ladies.
Okay, so what are we ending? Because you said there were two things you wanted to fill me in on.
Well, no, there's one more thing, because Megan actually said it in our group chat today.
Yes.
That we're going to touch on. Megan was saying like house parties and how she doesn't feel like everyone should, because you throw the house party doesn't mean you're fucking everyone.
Yes. Okay. So this goes back to like just assuming that if someone doesn't do something, then they don't like you. You know, what we were talking about earlier, but like there are house parties going on, and sometimes people will be like, oh, I didn't get invited to that. Oh, whose house party? I'm like, okay, you don't know what those people are going for. Maybe there's a brand new couple and they don't want to overwhelm them. Mm-hmm. So they're only inviting people that like they kind of know, or maybe that they know are all soft swap, or maybe all those women are bi. So they only invited people where the women are bi, so all the women can play. Or maybe they invited maybe their wives love to fuck a bunch of BBCs, so they're inviting, a bunch of single males. Or maybe there's some party where you have single males there, and there's some couples that don't like to play with single males. So you're not going to invite them to that party. Whatever the case is, it doesn't necessarily mean that we don't, like, someone doesn't like you, or they're mad at you, or, you should be all offended. Like, don't call them out. Don't make them feel bad. Like, you don't know what the reasoning is for them not inviting you. It doesn't have to do, like, it might have nothing to do with you.
You may not fit the specific dynamic of that party.
Yeah, like, I even had someone I was at a house party not too long ago, because we've had a lot for, like, the holidays. There's always more, like, around Halloween and Christmas because people do, like, the themed parties and stuff. And I heard someone, like, call them out, like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, luckily we got invited to this one. The last one we didn't get invited to, like, loud in front of the host. I'm like, really? So what, you going to say that loud so they're guilted in to inviting you? Is that what you want? Like, you want them to invite you because they're going to have to listen to you give them shit?
Right.
No, they should invite you because you blend in with those people. It's a good group. Or maybe they want a really small party.
A forced invite is never going to get you anywhere.
Yeah, is that what you want? Like, that's not fun. Like, no.
I love the people that always, like, after the events and people post photos on social media, I love the people that are like, I guess I didn't get invited.
Or where was my invite?
Where was my
you weren't
invite?
there,
Come on,
motherfucker.
people. Like, no.
That's so
Like,
lame.
and then you feel like you have to be sneaky and not tell people. And no, we should be able to have a party and not automatically assume that everyone's going to be pissed off because you didn't get invited to that.
Right.
You don't know what that party was for. You know, like, maybe there was 3 couples.
Yeah.
And that's all you could fit that weekend. Maybe you didn't want anyone to sleep over, so you couldn't invite anyone far away.
If it hurts your feelings so much, have a conversation with someone privately.
Just speak to them.
Yes.
Or throw your own house party and invite whoever the fuck you want, man.
Right. Like,
Facts.
Yeah, like, if you don't like it,
I don't
talk
think
to that
people
person.
actually, if you've never thrown a house party or helped with
oh my
any
God.
type of event,
I would
It's
never.
a lot.
I don't
I
think
would
you
never.
know the extent that
how much is involved?
Yeah.
it's not even that. Yes, the involvement, but it's more or less like it's the people getting upset that you didn't invite. But like you said, there's so many
and
different
then you
reasons.
can't even enjoy your own party because you're so worried about everyone that's going to be mad. Like, that's not fair.
Start laughing at Carrie.
I can't get a tote going.
Oh, is it clogged?
It's
You need
clogged.
me to suck real tight for it?
Yeah,
Let me suck it real good for you.
Meagan.
I'm gonna.
Unclog that for me.
But yeah, I mean,
Time.
just don't always expect to invite
I
to
got it, girl.
everything, man.
My
Tell
sucking
you.
skills are up to par.
There's you're not going to get invited to every house party and every event. It just doesn't work that way. You're not everyone's cup of tea. And
if you're not, you shouldn't want to go to that party because it probably wasn't
I'm
a good
not
spot for
everyone's
you.
cup of tea. God damn. I'm just now finding this out.
I've heard from several people that we may or may not be a little intimidating for some people.
Us 3 or you?
All of us.
Mr. and Mrs. Mocha.
Man, I am nice as hell. If you don't,
Us? Me?
I am not
Mr. and Mrs.
Mocha.
I am a
Mr. Mocha
hype
is
woman.
furthest
I
from
am
it.
not intimidating.
I am a hype
You don't
woman.
think you are.
No.
And it's not
Yes,
that
you
it's a
are.
bad thing.
You're an
no. Not
experienced lifestyle
intimidating bad. And more just like because we are so open about what you say and things like
gotcha.
that,
Yeah.
it can be intimidating. Not that your personality is like, rah,
Yeah.
Carrie's too
I
high.
mean, this.
No more. Give me that pen.
No, that's mine. No, mine. I'm just that's just how I am in regular everyday life. I'm a very open person. I don't bullshit. I don't play games. I don't have time for games. I love playing games with my husband.
Yes, we're aware. One of the days that
With
Carrie told me
giant
about,
dildos.
I thought I was going to die.
We
I won't
Like
say it on
tag?
air. I'll ask her if it's okay to tell the story later. But
What are you playing? Hide and seek?
no. We just
Some dice play?
no. He always accuses me of playing games, so that's like a little inside joke in our marriage. He's always like, "Don't play games with me," but I'm like, "I'm not playing games, but I am. I'm strategizing. I'm noodling.
I think with men at some point in time, it's not even that you're intentionally playing a game.
No, I'm just trying to get my way all the time.
You just have to be strategic about how you say and do things
Yes.
so that you can
Get
get
what
your
you
way.
want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to figure them out, though,
Yeah.
because they're all a little
here's
different.
the thing. I'm married to someone smarter than me, so he's always like 2 steps ahead. So every time I think I've turned a corner and I'm like, yeah, and he jumps out, gotcha, bitch. So, but it's always fun.
I can't say that Mr. Mocha's smarter than me or that I'm smarter than him. I just think there are certain things he's more skilled at than I am, and then vice versa. I'm more skilled in certain areas than he is.
I have no poker face. I have zero poker face. Like,
I don't either.
I'm sure this surprises you guys. Like, I just, whatever I'm feeling, thinking, you see it all over my face. So,
Yeah, that's kind of me too.
Steve really.
I was like, what'd I do? Are you mad at me? Who are you mad at?
Yeah.
You're mad at somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's wrong? What's going on? Yeah. So Steve, he has that to his advantage for sure. And he definitely has a poker face. So I never know what's going on in that noggin.
Oh, yeah, that's Tommy. He just always looks the exact same. So I'm like, are you
I don't know how many times I've called either or of you about something that Mr. Mocha has done. And when he gets home, he knows that something's wrong, because he'll be like, "Are you okay, baby?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And inside, I'm like, "I'm not fucking fine. I'm so pissed right now. I just called Carrie and Meagan and had a whole bitch session for the past fucking hour about something dumb that you did, but I'm gonna sit here and act fine." And the whole afternoon, he's like,
"It's impossible.
Baby, are you sure you're okay?"
You're like,
Did I do
I've already
something to
murdered
offend
you in
And
my
I'm
brain.
like, "I'm fine, okay? I'm fucking fine."
Fucking fine.
Yeah. You better calm down, Meagan. Tommy's listening to us.
No, I think it was last weekend. He was laying on the couch and I started laughing while I was washing, piles of dishes. And he's like, "Why are you laughing? Am I doing something? What's wrong? Do you want me to be doing something? Why are you laughing?"
So, Mr. Mocha.
And I'm like, I just think it's interesting that you're just sitting there so calmly and relaxed, taking almost a nap while I'm running through like 50 things in my brain that I have to do. And he's like, "Okay, what do you need me to do?" But when I start laughing, he's like, "Oh shit, what's going on? What's going on in her crazy brain?"
She's lost it, man.
Yep.
Really, yeah, I've been there. I'm telling you, there's been several times that I've called either Carrie or Meagan, like having a full-on meltdown. Then by the time Mr. Mocha gets home, I'm like,
call you again. And I'm like, "Girl, it's fine. What you need?
And sometimes I just need to vent. And then
Just
both
say
of
it out loud.
Like, honestly, both these bitches take me off the ledge. They're like, do you know how many times I know Carrie for sure said,
Or at least make you feel like you're not the only one who feels that.
Carrie has said to me, "No, Mrs. Mocha, you should not say that. Don't say that." And I'm like, fuck. And
really? 'Cause I
Meagan
kinda want
has
to.
done the same thing
I'm
too.
like, well, maybe they thought this way, and that's why they said that. Devil's advocate, be the devil's advocate.
I think that we're good sounding boards because we don't always immediately take your side.
No, we're going to see all the sides.
Yes, and
we've
most
also
of the,
all
most
been
of the time
married
we
for
do,
a
but
while.
we also kind of maybe this happened, or they were coming at it from this perspective, or something that was said could have been taken a different way. So yeah.
And even though in that moment I don't want to hear that shit,
That's what girlfriends are for.
Yeah,
you do
and
hear it. It's subconsciously, it's sinking in, and then you're like, "Oh yeah, maybe they did." Okay.
And not to be like totally off subject, but it's so much easier to have like a Meagan and a Carrie in your life.
Oh my God.
Because
I feel so loved.
Is this the Merry Christmas episode?
I don't know, maybe so. But
Where's the romantic music?
I'm saying that to say this because I've always told them, like, I'm always worried about complaining about Mr. Mocha to certain people because I don't want them to hate him or treat him in a different way because of something that I've said when I was just upset or venting.
Look at him differently.
No.
Right. And I don't want him walking in the door and them scowling at him like, "Oh my God, he treated her like shit last week." When really he didn't treat me like shit. I was just probably being overly dramatic and really upset or in a bad mood that day. Yeah, exactly. So,
believe me, Steve sees me at my absolute worst, and it is not pretty.
So does Mr. Mocha.
Well, that's what makes our relationships real.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
we do see all the sides. The best, the worst, the crazy. The
fact that he's still around after 25 years of seeing me, because when I wake up in the morning, it's like we joke. It's like poking a bear. Like, don't.
Samesies.
I mean,
I'm actually very pleasant in the morning.
Thing
Tommy just grunts.
It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen SpongeBob, but there's an episode of SpongeBob where the squirrel is hibernating.
Oh,
and
yeah. Sandy.
Yes.
Yeah.
they're ripping the fur off. And she's like, that's me every morning. And Steve has to be very careful where he's ripping that fur from.
Yeah. Mr. Mocha's the same. He doesn't mess with me in the morning very early on in our relationship, and I think I've said this on past podcasts, but okay, sorry, something's happening outside. I don't know.
An alien craft is
Like hovering, like
Very early on, Mr. Mocha found out that I was not a morning person because I don't like to be touched in the morning. If you're cuddling me, fine, but don't like shake me to wake me up.
you don't like morning sex?
I'm fine with sex or cuddling, but don't like.
I see.
Yeah, like I can't do that. You don't just call my name, and if I don't wake up, just call my name again. Like I'm just not like, don't touch me in the morning unless you're cuddling me or doing something nice. Well, he, I guess, had dealt with a different type of woman before me because the first time he did it, he like shook me
and
super aggressive voice. Yeah,
I was like, what? Like super loud. And I sat up and I started crying. And he was like, what did I do? And I was like, don't do that to me. I was like, I literally hate that.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that more than anything in the world. He's like, okay, I won't do that again. So like a few weeks later, did the same thing. But the worst part about it is after he did it, he woke me up to tell me, because he was going to work like super early. He's like, throws up a list of things that I need to do during the day.
So you're like, not only did
at
you
like
wake
5
me
a.m.
up, but you're giving me a list?
My brain is not even awake, homie.
Okay, home slice.
Yeah, it was not even awake in any way, shape, or form. So long story short, it wasn't a good time. He finally, after I melted down like by the fourth time, like he knows, just don't touch me in the morning.
Yeah.
Like just, and he'll say, oh yeah, you were sleeping good. I just let you sleep.
yeah.
Like, thank you. That's the best choice.
Yeah.
We're the exact opposite in my house. I'm like, go get my coffee. I've been like, we will have had like 3 hours of sleep, and I still wake up at like 7 and go get my coffee, and I like sit in bed. Tommy is out. He's like totally zonked. For like 2 hours in the morning, he's like, like you don't get a response, you get a grunt. He's like a caveman in the morning, and I'm like, do you want some breakfast too?
I will get up and like I have to like sit in the bed for like 10 minutes and look at my text or like my work stuff.